This one powerful idea will build your long-term wealth. Hello and welcome to the F Word Weekly blog. I want to talk this week about the difference between short-term riches and long-term wealth. So what do I mean by that? Well, it's understanding the difference between the profit that you make and keep, i.e. your retained profit in your business, and what you do with that profit to build your long-term wealth. Because it's your long-term wealth that's going to give you financial freedom in the future. Now, obviously, making profit is our starting point. We're never going to build wealth and freedom without it. So our business has to be making enough profit every month to cover the costs and to retain profit to invest in growth. Remember, of course, a growing business needs more working capital as it grows to keep that cash flow flowing really easily. But what do you do with the profit after that? Well, you've got 3 goals before you even think about investing for the long term, and I'm sure you know what they are. Number 1, we need to get all of our taxes put away in a separate bank account. So that's your VAT, your corporation tax for last year and this year, and any personal taxes if you pay them out of your business. Then you need to build your buffer cash, again in a separate bank account. Your first target is to get to 3 months overheads and then build it out until you've got 6 months cover. And finally, build your investment cash so you've always got funds available to invest in your business. Okay, so you've got those 3, but then what? Well, maybe you pull that extra profit out for a nice, juicy dividend. And why not? I'm not saying you shouldn't be rewarded for your genius and hard work in making that profit. But that decision is the fork in the road. Short-term riches that you'll just spend, or invest in something that can compound over the years ahead to create long-term wealth. Now, getting that balance right is clearly a personal choice, and it's potentially quite a conflicting decision to make. We want the lifestyle now, and we want the freedom not to have to work later. The question is, which one do you want the most? How much do you want financial freedom, and what are you prepared to sacrifice in the short term to get it? Now, you don't want to be making these decisions in isolation based on how you're feeling on a particular day. That's just far too random and quite dangerous, and you're far more likely to spend it than keep it if you make the decision in that way. Which is why you need a plan for financial freedom. A plan where you've already worked out your route to long-term wealth and you already know just what you need to do and how much of your profit you're going to use for long-term investment. Now, this is a key module in the F Word Academy membership program, doing that thinking and planning so that you've worked out precisely what you're aiming for. Because when you've got a plan and you can see your long-term wealth mapped out ahead of you, the decisions become so much easier. Businesses who don't have a plan, they tend to spend their short-term riches, and then they have to keep running faster to make that money again and again and again because they keep spending it. But the ones who have a plan have that clarity and certainty of what to do. And they get a real buzz of seeing every month how their long-term wealth is growing when they do their net results tracking session in the Academy. So I would love you to start thinking about your profits in a different way. What is your net profit going to do for your long-term wealth?